Greetings, quiet warriors. When life feels chaotic, when your days seem scattered and your progress feels painfully slow, there comes a moment when you realize that waiting for the perfect time is no longer an option. You begin to sense that everything you want, every goal you chase, every dream you hold close, quietly depends on one thing: your consistency. Not your motivation, not your inspiration, not your mood, but the simple force of showing up again and again even when your mind is tired and your heart is heavy. Consistency is not flashy. It does not demand recognition. It rarely appears exciting in the moment. Yet it is the invisible force that shapes your destiny in ways nothing else can. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Consistency works the same. Each day you show up, you chip away at obstacles, slowly transforming them into stepping stones. There will always be days when you do not feel ready. Days when your energy is scattered, when your spirit feels worn down, when your confidence seems smaller than usual. Yet it is exactly in these moments that consistency becomes a form of self-respect. It becomes a declaration that you are building a life not based on impulse or external validation but on discipline and intention. The Stoics taught that the world is unpredictable, but your actions, your routines, and your character can remain steady. Consistency becomes a refuge, a shelter from the storms of external chaos, a foundation built not on what the world gives you but on what you choose to create within yourself. Many people wait for clarity before taking action. They wait for motivation before starting. They wait for the perfect time before committing. But clarity comes from action, and motivation grows from showing up. And the perfect time rarely arrives unless you create it yourself. When you force yourself to be consistent, something remarkable begins to happen deep within. Your mind sharpens, your habits strengthen, your self-belief grows quietly in the background. What felt overwhelming begins to feel manageable. What once seemed impossible begins to feel within reach. And slowly, without realizing it, you become someone different. Someone steadier. Someone stronger. Someone who does not collapse under pressure but grows through it. Epictetus said that it is not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. The person who masters consistency masters their life. Many struggle because they misunderstand how progress is made. People look for immediate results. They want the reward to match the effort instantly. Life does not work that way. Growth is gradual. It is cumulative. It is slow and often invisible until it becomes undeniable. Think of a sculptor chipping away at stone. Each strike seems insignificant. The stone looks the same. But the shape is forming beneath the surface, revealed only when enough work has been done. Consistency is the hammer and chisel. Every repetition, every small effort, slowly carves your potential into reality. Seneca wrote that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Consistency is preparation. It creates readiness for life's opportunities in a way that sporadic bursts of effort never can. There is a moment in everyone's life when discipline feels like a burden. When the thought of doing the same hard thing every day feels exhausting. You might feel that your progress is invisible, that your efforts are unnoticed, that your dreams are still far away. But consistency is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. The Stoics understood this deeply. A person becomes strong not because strength suddenly arrives, but because they train their mind and their habits each day, even when no one is watching. Consistency is the slow shaping of a person into their highest potential. Think of a person who wants to improve their life but never sticks to anything. They try, they fall, they stop. They seek shortcuts, they look for easier paths, they complain about setbacks. Their life does not transform because their efforts are scattered. They never stay with one thing long enough for it to take root. Consistency is the opposite of that scattered energy. It is the patient planting of seeds, day after day, trusting that growth will come even if results do not appear immediately. A field only blossoms because someone tended it long before the flowers appeared. Your life works in the same way. When you force yourself to be consistent, you are training your mind to follow your direction rather than your impulses. You are telling yourself that the person you want to become matters more than the comfort you feel in the moment. This is a radical shift. Many people spend their lives ruled by their moods. If they feel good, they act. If they feel tired, they stop. If they feel doubtful, they give up. But a person who practices consistency becomes someone whose actions do not rise and fall with temporary feelings. They develop a stable inner foundation that holds firm even on difficult days. There is power in doing the thing you promised yourself even when your emotions resist it. Your mind learns to trust you. Your spirit becomes disciplined. Your future starts to unfold with direction and purpose. When you show yourself that you can act without relying on motivation, you unlock a new version of yourself. You discover that you are far stronger than you imagined. You realize that most of your obstacles were not impossibilities but moments where you needed to push yourself a little further than you felt comfortable. People often wonder why their lives feel stuck. Why their dreams seem distant. Why opportunities seem to pass them by. But the truth is usually simple. Most people underestimate the power of daily discipline. They underestimate the effect of working steadily, quietly, over long periods. They give their energy to bursts of passion rather than sustained habits. But passion fades. Excitement fades. Even inspiration fades. What remains is the discipline to continue. The Stoics built their philosophy on this foundation. They believed that character is shaped by what you do repeatedly. That virtue, strength, and wisdom come from consistent action, not occasional effort. Consider someone who decides to improve their health. The first few days feel exciting. The motivation is high, the vision of change is bright. But then difficulty arrives. Fatigue settles in. Discomfort appears. Old habits whisper. Doubt grows. This is the moment that separates the life you want from the life you settle for. If you stop, the old patterns return. If you continue, something shifts inside. You become a person who does not negotiate with excuses. You become someone who chooses long-term growth over short-term comfort. You become someone who understands that real strength is built one day at a time. This principle applies to every corner of life, be it career, relationships, health, skills, mindset. All transformation is built upon consistency. There will always be moments when you feel discouraged. When your effort seems invisible. When your progress feels slow. When you wonder if it is even worth continuing. These moments are natural, but they are not signs to quit. They are signs to push deeper into your discipline. The Stoics reminded themselves that the path is not meant to be easy. The path is meant to shape you. Every struggle teaches resilience. Every repetition builds strength. Every challenge develops self-mastery. When you look back months or years later, you realize that consistency was not just something you practiced. It is something that built you. Think of a person climbing a long mountain. Each step feels small. Each moment feels slow. The peak feels impossibly far away. But with each step, the view changes slightly. The air becomes different. The surroundings shift. Even if the climber feels stuck, they are ascending, slowly but steadily. Consistency in life feels the same. You may not notice the change in the moment, but you are rising. You are becoming someone new. You are shedding old habits, building new strengths, and moving toward a version of yourself that you once believed was out of reach. Consistency is an act of devotion to your future self. It is the way you protect your dreams from the unpredictability of moods, circumstances, and challenges. When you commit to consistency, you are telling yourself that the life you want deserves effort every single day, not just on the days when you feel good. You learn to show up even on the days when your energy is low or your confidence feels uncertain. The more you show up, the more momentum you build. And momentum is the force that makes the impossible feel possible. Many people love the idea of growth but resist the work required for it. They admire discipline in others but struggle to build it in themselves. Yet anyone can become consistent. It is not a talent. It is not something you are born with. It is a daily decision. It is the willingness to act even when excuses appear. It is the courage to fight the inner voice that says rest when you know you must work. It is the strength to choose your goals over your comfort. The Stoics believe that discipline is the art of ruling yourself. When you are consistent, you are ruling your habits, your choices, and your mindset. You are not letting fear or laziness or doubt dictate your direction. Life rewards the patient and disciplined. The moment may not feel significant, but it matters. You will feel discouraged. You will feel unnoticed. You will feel tempted to quit. Yet the person who persists discovers that the world bends toward their effort. Strength, clarity, and opportunity emerge from the momentum created by daily action. Seneca wrote that nothing is more honorable than the growth that comes from our own labor and effort. Each step you take, no matter how small, compounds into undeniable progress. Everything eventually falls into place when consistency becomes your guide. To stay consistent no matter what, you must first embrace discomfort. You will feel resistance. You will feel fatigue. You will face distraction. The mind naturally seeks comfort. The heart naturally seeks avoidance. Yet you can train yourself to act despite these feelings. Create rituals that remove reliance on motivation. Marcus Aurelius trained himself to meet adversity with calm and purpose. You can train yourself to meet resistance with action and clarity. Set routines. Anchor yourself to time and place. Reduce decisions that rely on willpower alone. Each step taken without depending on fleeting motivation reinforces discipline. Next, break your goals into small, repeatable steps. The task may feel impossible if you see only the whole mountain. Focus on the next step. Today's action is all that matters. Epictetus taught that we control our actions, not the results. Focus on what you can control, your daily efforts, your repeated steps. Let the outcomes emerge naturally. By doing this consistently, the big goals are achieved without overwhelming the mind. The cumulative effect is astonishing. Reflection is also essential. Each night, review what you accomplished. Celebrate small wins. Note where you faltered and return with renewed effort the next day. Consistency grows when it is observed and refined. Self-awareness strengthens habit. The Stoics emphasized reflection not as self-criticism but as cultivation. By watching your own progress, you reinforce your ability to persist and grow. Finally, cultivate patience. Nothing significant happens overnight. Growth is slow, subtle, and often invisible until the moment of breakthrough. When you are patient with the process, you are patient with yourself. Seneca reminded that he who waits with discipline is stronger than he who seeks speed with impatience. Trust that each consistent effort is laying the groundwork for results you cannot yet see. Your effort is never wasted. It is always building, shaping, and preparing. When you combine deliberate action, reflection, patience, and repetition, your life changes. You become steadier, stronger, and more capable. You gain mastery over your mind, your habits, and your choices. Obstacles no longer feel insurmountable. Challenges become tests of resilience. Life itself becomes a practice of discipline. You discover that when you force yourself to be consistent, everything begins to align. Opportunities emerge, relationships improve, skills grow, and your inner strength solidifies. There is something deeply transformative about completing hard tasks repeatedly. You begin to develop respect for yourself. You begin to trust your ability to persevere. You begin to feel stronger internally because you see evidence of your own resilience. Each consistent action becomes proof that you are capable of shaping your life. This is a powerful realization. Many people struggle because they have no proof within themselves that they can stick to something. When you give yourself this proof, when you show up repeatedly, you build a foundation that cannot easily be shaken. You must understand that consistency is not perfection. You will have off days. You will make mistakes. You will fall short sometimes. That is natural. What matters is not flawless execution, but your willingness to return again and again. The Stoics believed in progress, not perfection. They focused on steady improvement rather than impossible standards. The person who returns to their goal after failing is far stronger than the person who quits at the first setback. Every return is an act of resilience. Every attempt is a demonstration of commitment. Consistency means showing up not because you are perfect but because you are persistent. Many people misunderstand discipline. They think it is harsh or restrictive. But discipline is freedom. When you train yourself to be consistent, you free yourself from the chaos of acting only when you feel like it. You no longer become a prisoner of your moods. You move with intention, not impulse. You gain control over your time, your actions, and your future. The person who is consistent is the person who is free. Free from procrastination. Free from regret. Free from the cycle of starting and quitting. Free from the weight of unfulfilled potential. Your greatest progress often happens in silence. Consistency rarely brings instant results. It does not provide quick gratification. This is why so many people abandon it. They want results today. They want transformation without effort. But anything that grows slowly grows strong. Anything that takes time to build develops depth and durability. When you force yourself to be consistent, you are investing in a future that will reward you far beyond what short bursts of effort ever could. The Stoics believed that patience combined with discipline creates an unshakable character. When you adopt this mindset, life begins to shift around you. Think about all the dreams you have carried in your heart. The visions of who you want to become. The opportunities you hope to experience. The life you want to create. All of them rely on your ability to show up consistently. All of them require discipline. All of them demand commitment. When you understand this deeply, you begin to see consistency not as a burden but as a bridge. A bridge between who you are now and who you intend to become. There will always be distractions. There will always be excuses. There will always be reasons to delay or abandon your work. But the person who forces themselves to be consistent rises above those excuses. They do not wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They do not wait for clarity. They gain it through action. They do not wait for confidence. They build it through repetition. The Stoics believe that every action shapes the character of the soul. With every consistent effort, you carve strength into your inner being. The truth is that life becomes clearer when you commit to consistency. Many of your problems begin to dissolve. Many of your fears begin to shrink. Many of your doubts begin to fade. When you act daily toward your goals, you erase confusion. Your path becomes more defined. Your direction becomes more stable. Everything begins to fall into place because you are no longer standing still. You are moving. You are evolving. You are growing. Sometimes life appears chaotic simply because you have not taken consistent control of your day. When you do, the chaos lessens, the path sharpens, and your mind becomes more grounded. One of the most powerful things that happens when you force yourself to be consistent is that life begins to reward you in unexpected ways. Opportunities appear. People notice your dedication. Your skills improve. Your mindset evolves. What once felt difficult becomes natural. What once felt unclear becomes obvious. What once felt unreachable becomes attainable. Consistency is the architect of change. It builds the bridge between intention and reality. If you want a better life, you must practice better habits. If you want stronger confidence, you must practice consistent action. If you want meaningful transformation, you must show up every day even when the world feels heavy and your mind feels tired. The Stoics taught that the person who rules themselves rules the world around them. When you become consistent, you begin to rule your days. And when you rule your days, your life begins to transform. You must remind yourself that the future is built from the actions you repeat. If you repeat excuses, you create stagnation. If you repeat discipline, you create progress. If you repeat self-doubt, you create limitation. If you repeat courage, you create growth. Your destiny is shaped by your repetitions. That is why consistency matters more than almost anything else. When you force yourself to be consistent, you are not being harsh with yourself. You are honoring yourself. You are saying that your future matters. Your dreams matter. Your growth matters. Your potential matters. And you are willing to act on that belief even when it is uncomfortable. This is one of the purest forms of self-respect you can practice. In the end, consistency becomes the quiet force that makes everything in your life fall into place. It brings you clarity, strength, confidence, purpose, and peace. It creates stability in your mind and direction in your life. It shapes your character and reveals your potential. It turns distant dreams into attainable realities. When you force yourself to be consistent, you discover that the life you want is not built on luck or talent alone. It is built on daily effort, daily discipline, and daily courage. So show up. Even when it is hard. Even when you doubt yourself. Even when progress is slow. Even when no one is watching. Stay consistent. Stay patient. Stay committed. Everything you want is waiting on the other side of your consistency. And once you learn to push yourself forward every single day, life begins to align. Paths open. Strength rises. And everything, slowly and steadily, begins to fall into place. This is Stoic quiet strength, power in silence. Subscribe to the channel today to join the community of the Quiet Warriors.